Hey everyone, this is an introduction to our Wabi-Sabi reading, and you might ask, why are we doing a reading on Wabi-Sabi? Well, it is to help kind of orient you to what you're going to be making. The first thing you're going to be making will have an aesthetic that is reflective of Wabi-Sabi, and to understand it, it's going to actually help you loosen up a little bit and relax with these first assignments, because Wabi-Sabi is all about the happy accident and things not being exactly perfect, and how that can be very endearing and a good quality. So it's going to help you not worry too much about your work being perfect and doing absolutely impeccable craftsmanship at first. So Wabi-Sabi is a Far Eastern aesthetic that's been around for millennia, and it has also been adopted worldwide because of its enduring qualities and because of what the sort of belief systems and the underlying philosophy that is attached to it. So just to start out with, let's sort of identify what it is. Okay, this is a good place to start. Anytime you're doing readings, there's three things that will be involved in any readings. And this is a good example, and this might be a little longer than I normally introduce things because it's the first one. But here we go. In all readings, there'll be a study guide that tells you exactly what I want you to know. Secondly, there will be the reading, which is usually about 5 pages to 8 pages, no more. I try to keep them brief. And thirdly is a quiz that you'll take. All right, let's go through that. First, the study guide. Get your study guide on and put it there on your desktop so you can see it and go to it real quickly. Or do like I do, and I print it out and I have it. And sometimes I even print out readings so I can really sit and mark on them, that kind of stuff. Whatever you like to do. I know most people don't actually print out stuff like that, but I like to do it. But anyways, here's a typical study guide, and it's usually between at least 10, but usually no more than about 20 questions. And these are the key things that I want you to know from the reading. So here's one of the tips about your study guides: is everything on your reading, in your reading, is covered in here in the order that you see it. So if you're going through your reading, number 1 is going to be the first thing you're going to come across that will be answered. Then you go to number 2, that's the next thing that'll be answered. Number 3. So there's no tricks, and it's very sequential, and you're going to be able to find them in this order. Sometimes it's just filling in the blank, right? It's something very specific. And other times it's a whole list or a concept, right? So have this handy and use it as a worksheet, whether it's on your screen or whether it's actually here. And that's going to make all the difference for the step 2. Is after you've read it, step 1, get your study guide. Step 2, do the reading. And step 3 is you're going to take a quiz. And if you've done this and looked through and carefully done the reading, it is going to inform you, and you're going to probably be able to ace every single quiz that we have in this class if you follow those steps. I think it's, some people call it a cheat sheet. I don't think it's a cheat sheet. I think it's learning, right? So there's something really specific that I think is important to know. For example, what's important about this reading, one of the most important things is just the physical characteristics of Wabi-Sabi, and also the descriptive elements, almost psychological kind of poetic elements of it that you think, what does it make you feel like? You know. And in the reading, they juxtapose Wabi-Sabi with modernism. So there's descriptions of Wabi-Sabi and there's descriptions of modernism. You see the difference. There's also the physical characteristics, like what are the actual physical things you see of Wabi-Sabi and of modernism. And so the reading will be asking you to think about and to list some of those things too. All right? So just by way of review, you're going to always find your study guide. Then you're going to have it handy. You're going to do your reading and fill out your study guide. Make sure you've got it all ready to go. And then sit down and take a quiz. And usually there's more than one opportunity to take the quiz. And get 100%. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about your first assignments at home and what you're going to make that is associated with this Wabi-Sabi technique. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and have a nice day.